Something happening on the TV. Brilliant colors flashing in front of me. My heart just stopped, eyes open wide. This might be heaven, but I haven't died. I'm a fire-throwing plumber with a golden axe. I'm stalking a robot, setting bombs on wall cracks. My arm is a gun, I hit a home run. Can't believe I just won, this is too much fun. Super Mega Graphics 64, retro games and a whole lot more. All of the titles that we adore, the best of today and what came before. There's too much awesome to contain, cause this channel's all about the games. Joysticks, gamepads, a golden disc in our hands. Wild surprise fills our eyes. One friend cries as his character dies, but our lives will rise, eyes on the prize, as I defy demise with a surprise. Show them a code that gives us 30 lives. Dodging red turtle shells as I speed ahead, buying weapons and armor for the battle I dread. Desperate for med kits cause of all I've bled, building so tall of a wall to keep out the undead and bump them with my head. Super Mega Graphics 64, retro games and a way more. All of the titles we all adore, best of today and all that came before. There's way too much awesome for us to contain, cause this here channel is all about these games. Graphics, that's what I said. Super Mega Graphics, hosted by Cy. Super Mega Graphics 64, retro games and a whole lot more. All of the titles that we adore, the best of today and what came before. There's too much awesome to contain, cause this channel's all about the games. Yeah! Graphics 64, playing the games that we all adore.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Thursday morning Rise and Shine. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I love to do these early morning, late night things, these crazy times. I think it's fun. It's always interesting also to see who shows up, and you guys are here, and I'm surprised. I'm always surprised. I'm like, really? People actually want to show up for this? Thank you for being here. Tricom79, you are numero uno. You get the pinned comment. He says, Cyrus, the voice. Martin, it's a little deeper because I haven't been awake that long. How you doing, Tricom? Welcome back. How you doing? Drunky Cheese, my buddy Evil, is also here. He's also just woke up, and he's like confused, which is fine. I'm also confused, obviously. But welcome, wakey, eggs and bakey, as they say. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be playing. This. I finally got this cartridge. I don't know why I waited so long. I have a lot of Super Famicom carts. There's the other two Street Fighter 2s. I don't have the Alpha one because, yeah, I just don't have that one. But I finally got this one. I've actually been ordering a lot more cartridges lately, Super Nintendo cartridges, because the prices actually were pretty good on those. And I probably could have got the American version of this, but I needed my set, my Japanese set. So there's that. I'm definitely getting back into Super Nintendo. So expect to see more of this stuff. This is where the magic happens. Anyway. Drunky Cheese. Oh wait. Tracom City says I'm headed for bed soon. Well, thank you for coming by at least. Dude, thank you so much. I know it's a weird time. I appreciate it. Drunky Cheese. I can't stand humanity no longer. I feel you. You know what, guys? I got to give you some life advice, and this is coming from somebody who needs to take his own life advice. So I'm not talking to you as though I'm educating you. I'm talking to you as someone who's with you. I feel the struggle. Don't watch the news. Don't watch the news. There's nothing on the news that you need to see. It's horrible. It's nothing but bad news. If something good happens, somebody will let you know about it. We live in a bizarre timeline with bizarre events that are unpleasant. So I don't know if that's what you're referring to, Evil, but just my take on that. Baserino has joined us. Thank you. What's up, dude? And of course, dude, Chris Courage. I got to bring this up so people know who I'm referring to. Chris Courage, the man, the myth, the legend, the person responsible for my Super Nintendo being in as good a shape as it is. He did recap on it. He did, I don't know what all he did to it. He did a lot of stuff. He tinkers. He gets in there. He has sorcery powers and magic that he does. Things happen that Chris Courage is a pathway to many abilities some consider unnatural. He's worked on a bunch of my consoles, done mods on consoles. Chris Courage is the man. He's helped friends of mine. I know he's helped PJ. I know he's helped DJC. I know the list is probably longer than I will ever know of things that this man has done for the community. Chris Courage, not a paid advertisement, just a good friend of mine who I greatly appreciate. Who does great work and is very fair with his prices. So if you're looking for stuff, talk to him. You know, that's just a recommendation. It's not an advertisement. Tricom, why is this song a banger? Well, not everyone likes it. But thank you. I think it's fun. Baserino, that one is simple. AI. Yeah, AI. I actually wrote the lyrics to that song, by the way. It's AI generated music, but yeah, if you like the lyrics, then me writing the lyrics is a brag. If you don't like the lyrics, then me writing the lyrics is an admission. Take it as you will. Drunken Cheese, oh crap, almost forgot to save. Oh, you playing Garfield? Gutfield? Whatever you're playing, definitely save it. Yeah, thanks for coming by, Tricom. Looking good, Super Fam card. Yeah, it's nice. It was cheap too. It was like $13. So, Drunky Cheese, I'm as confused as a newborn baby. Wow, that's pretty confused. That's pretty confused. You don't meet too many newborn babies that have it all figured out. You know, most of the newborn babies seem to struggle with comprehension. I'm sorry. Chris says, any difference besides the speed the game runs at for turbo? Oh, yeah. So these games are actually pretty different. So Street Fighter 2 is the classic Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo. You know what that one is. Super Street Fighter 2, that's a total massive different upgrade. That was the last one of these games that came out. This one, the turbo one, is the sweet spot if you're looking for the original Street Fighter 2 experience on a 16-bit system. I think this is the best version of it. And I love the PC Engine one. It's awesome. And to a lesser degree, I like the Genesis Champion Edition. Now, there's been some improvements to the Champion Edition done by Pyron, and some other people did a different version of it too. But if you're talking about retail, that's the one you want to get. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. The reason is all the bosses are playable in this one that were not playable off the bat. I think you might have been able to do like some kind of code or something maybe to get them playable in the original Street Fighter 2, but like in this one they're all playable. They all have different color schemes. The game is much faster. It has a lot more options. There's a lot of improvements, and I think there's some graphical improvements too. This is just the best one. It's really nice. I'm gonna load it up and let it kind of just run while we're hanging out and talking. There we go. Hopefully the volume's not too loud on it. But yeah, it's really good. I'm glad. I don't know why I never got around to buying it. You know, they brought it out on Xbox Live Arcade for the 360. It was one of the early games that got released for that, and you know, I played the crap out of it on Xbox. And maybe because I have it on there, I just never felt like I needed to buy the cartridge. I don't know. And also, you can play it off the EverDrive, even the crappy EverDrives. So that's probably got something to do with my reasoning on that as well. This is coming out of a SCART RGB cable, by the way. That's the going into RetroTink 5X Pro. All right, let's see. Bassarino says, "Don't whiz on the electric fence." Got it. Yeah. Also, good advice, Bassarino. 10 points for the sound life advice. Thank you, sir. Drogashi's Kuya's state is on fire. Yeah, California's not good right now, and like I said, this is not. We're not in a good situation. We're not in a good situation. I saw some stuff and I was just like, I turned it off last night. I was like, I don't need to know this right now. It's not getting better. Masserino, but he's so chipper. Saboteur joins us. Yay, another late night old effer gamer like me. What are you playing? We are playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo a little bit. I have more Super Nintendo cartridges arriving today and probably tomorrow, and then some Monday. I actually got kind of on a kick and ordered a few. Not all of them are anything special, just stuff that I wanted to get that had never picked up. So we'll look at that when that happens. Tricom says Turbo for Life. The Turbo HD remix is also excellent. Yes, it is. That is a really good version, and I also have that on my Xbox 360. So it's forwards, backwards compatible, whatever. It's that sort of thing. Saboteur says, nice shirt. Thank you. It's one that I actually created. And on the channel, you can go to the links on the top of the channel or in the description of this video or stream, and you can buy the shirt if you want. It's not too expensive. It's a pretty good place. Also, I almost forgot I needed to talk about this. We're using that controller. This is the first time that I've ever played a Street Fighter game with this controller. Oh, look at my hand. I forgot. Look at that big ass blister I rubbed on my hand. Wonder how he did that. Not how you think. Not playing games and not playing games. Working and doing stuffs. But anyway, I bought this version. I bought this controller for the Genesis, Turbo for the PC Engine, and Super Nintendo. So each one has a different version of this, but it's the same basically for everything. But I haven't ever played this with Street Fighter. So I'm curious to see if I don't change any settings, if just straight off the bat this thing is configured properly. So I haven't changed any settings on this game. So we're going to find that out together in just a second. You guys want to see me jump in here? Alright. I likes the Street Fighter 2. Now, even though this is turbo, I don't like to use the fastest speed. It's way too fast for me. I do 1 star. That's pretty much all I do. So we'll just stick with that. And I like Ryu, however you want to say his name. I always say Ryu. Alright, so we'll see if this is set up properly. I might have to change something. Oh, it looks like it is set up properly. It does not... I don't have to do anything. All my buttons are configured the way you would want them set up. Hell to the yeah. Yeah, so low, medium, high, low, medium, high. Perfect. And you have turbo on this too, which could be helpful for the crashing the car or destroying the car segments and stuff like that. The barrels. Well, that was a lot easier than I expected it to be. How about that? Tricombe says, I am a Rue user myself. Back in the day, I always preferred my Genesis 6-button controller. Never knew there was one for the Super Nintendo. Yeah, this is a nice one. I have the Genesis version too. I'll show you what that looks like. Let me pause it just a second. I'll show you what that looks like. I'll show you all of them, since I have them all right here. Oh no, Ken. My nemesis. Alright. Pausing the game. Pausing the game. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of 6-button variant controllers for the Genesis. You're right. For Super Nintendo, there's not a whole lot like that. But, alright, here we go. So here's the PC Engine one. That's the one that I'm using on my Super Graphics. You can see it's the same controller, just set up for PC Engine with the beautiful colors for that. This is the Genesis one. And it's pretty cool too. It's pretty awesome. I mean, it's the same thing basically, right? For all of them. And of course the one we're using now, which is the Super Nintendo one. So there you go. There you go. Alrighty. Chris says blast processing on the Super Nintendo. Yes, Nintendo does what Nintendo don't. What? Yes. Tricom. Oh, Hori is quality. That's yes. That should be that. Is that their slogan? That should be their slogan. Hori means quality. Oh yeah. Jon Snow's watching me very intently. All right, he's like, you better get back to that game. All right, John, hang on. Let me see if I can. By the way, I woke up early this morning, not because I intended to stream, but because I had a terrible Charlie horse in my left leg. Sometimes that happens to me. I'll wake up with a really bad cramp in my leg, so I had to get up and walk it off, and then I was up, so I'm like, dude, let's do it. Oh, come on. Starts that jumping stuff. How dare you, sir. Come on, you want to jump? Come on. That's what happens when you jump at me, dude. You really want to do that? How dare you? How dare you? Ignowski. What's up, dude? Welcome. Hello. Tricom says, just bought a machined aluminum shell for my NES controller. If you guys haven't swapped out, I highly recommend it. That's interesting. A machined aluminum shell for your Nintendo controller. I didn't even know they made those. I will have to look into that, Tricom. 50 points for Tricom for the awesome suggestion. I will have to look at that. Come on, dude. You want to play? Let's play. There we go. Hasta la vista, Ken. Tell him Freddy sent you. Bass Reno says leg press is good for Charlie Horse. Well, I don't have a leg press in my apartment, so I wasn't able to do that. Ignoski is chilling. Chilling. It's good to have you guys here this morning. I appreciate it. It's fun to hang out. I do have to go to work. Yeah, but I got about an hour to do this with you guys, so we got time. I don't know. You guys don't have to be there the whole hour, but if you're wanting to hang out, I'm here for it. It's interesting to compare this to the PC Engine version because the colors are really good on both. I think the Genesis one suffers a little bit graphically and with the sound also. But PC Engine and Super Nintendo, it's interesting because the PC Engine version does have some missing stuff going on in the background. You don't really notice it that much while you're playing. There is some stuff missing, but it looks so good that it's fine. It's not a problem. One thing I'll say is the music on the PC Engine one is not very good. It's really not. I'd say it's the weakest aspect of that version. The Genesis one has decent music, I think, but not very good voice samples. And the graphics, like I said, suffer a little bit. Gameplay's fine. Gameplay on the Genesis Champion Edition is great. But yeah. Super Nintendo Super Street Fighter, or excuse me, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, not Super, is, like I said, the best of the three. It's got pretty much the best of all of that stuff. Animations, colors, music, sound. It's really good. Wow. How did I win? I was like screwing around the whole time. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Trichrome 4 color finishes, heavier and excellent quality. Yeah, we'll look into that for sure. Oh, we're gonna do the let's see. R. Yeah, we'll do the turbo here, see how it works out. Oh, I put it on auto. I didn't put it on turbo, I put it on auto. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. I'm about to screw up my own thing here. Wow. It's not every day you get an opportunity to completely destroy a sedan. Ignowski, oh my god. Ignowski with $20. Thank you for always making me laugh and being cool. Dude, I just love hanging out with you guys. Ignowski, you know I always enjoy our conversations. I definitely didn't expect that. But thank you, sir. $20, that's a big deal. I don't take that for granted. Thank you very much for that. That's really cool of you. Ignowski, $20. Thank you, sir. Thank you very, very much. Drunky Cheese says, drink some Himalayan salt. I mean, horse cramps completely gone. Himalayan salt. Wow. I don't think I've ever had Himalayan salt in my vicinity. That's interesting. I had them because I'm an alcoholic. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, Evil. We'll talk. We will discuss. Thank you, sir. 50 points. Drunky Cheese, 50 points. So, thank you. Oh, Rangers lead the way. Wow, I hadn't even... Dude, I'm so out of it. I hadn't even paid attention. Yeah. Okay. I'll look into that more later. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm issuing a lot of points this morning. 50 points for that too. Thank you. Okay. Back to the Street Fighter. Back to the Street Fighter. Pink salt. Oh, okay. I got you. Pink salt. I have seen that. I think I've had that before. You said Himalayan, and I was like, ooh, exotic. There's a trick to beating Zangief. Oh, I just scared the crap out of my cat because I had to sneeze. Oh, Cyrus Martin scared his cat because he sneezed. In the next video. There's a trick to beating Zangief, though. If you just jump and kick, there's a way to do it. You just have to time it right every time. It doesn't work on all of the Street Fighters, but on Super Nintendo, it does work. Ignosky, I'm going through all of my old Commodore 64 games. What is Airborne Ranger? The other is Raid over Bungling Bay. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I've never had a Commodore 64, man. That's a computer that I'm very curious about, though. Maybe I'll probably end up getting one at some point because I am curious about it. If you're gonna do this jump trick, you have to actually kick. If you don't hit the kick button, jumping doesn't help. Tricom says, I used to ride the Himalaya at the fair. Okay. There you go. Oh yeah.
Round one, fight!
This game caused some of the most controversy in my household when I was a teenager. I was obsessed with this game, Street Fighter 2 Turbo on Super Nintendo, and a friend of mine used to come over, the same friend whose dad was obsessed with a Victory Run for TurboGrafx and would borrow my TurboGrafx for extended periods just so he could play Victory Run. That friend would come over to my house and he would only use E Honda. That's the only character he would use on this. And he would be frustratingly difficult to beat, to the point to where I got so pissed off. I was probably, I don't know, 13, 14, I was a teenager. And I got so pissed off, there was times when I literally grabbed the cartridge and threw it. I was so mad. Because he would just do the same move over and over with E Honda, and I couldn't figure out how to do anything. It was very frustrating. You go through like these periods where nothing you do works, and you're doing the same thing you were doing, and then all of a sudden it starts to work again, and then it doesn't work, and it gets, when you're playing this game against somebody else, it can be very, very frustrating. Ignowski says Street Fighter 2 Puzzle Fighter Combat Tetris. That is a badass game. I have played that a lot on PlayStation. Puzzle Fighter. That's a great game. Bassarino, isn't pink salt just sand? These are the questions that we need to ask. These are the important questions. Chris says, ha, oh yeah. The Himalayan at the fair. Put your hands up, everybody scream. Ignowski says, love how you seem very happy, bro. What's your secret? Well, we've all been through life, and at a certain point, you either get to where you're just cool and you just deal with whatever you got going on, and you just decide to be happy, or you are continuing to struggle through that. I've been at different phases of that throughout my life, and the past few years, things have been pretty good, and you just have to, like I said, decide. You have to make that decision that, you'd rather spend your time being happy, and try to figure out how to do that. So there's always going to be plenty of stuff to worry about. There's always going to be plenty of people that want to drag you down or cause problems or exploit something about you for their own benefit. There's always going to be weird stuff that happens. We got bills to pay, we got jobs, we got you know, we got our issues. But I've been good, man. I've been fine. I've been actually, like I said, very happy. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I hope you're happy too, because guys, this life, we don't have an infinite amount of time. You know, we have a very limited amount of time, and we never know when that time is going to run out. And you know, I made that decision a while back that I'm not going to waste my time by being miserable or letting myself get down or letting other people do something. You know, I'm just going to do my thing. I'm going to do my thing. That's all the advice I can give about it. Just do your thing. You know, just don't be an a-hole to other people. You know, don't be an a-hole to other people. You're not going to get any peace of mind out of being a jerk to other people. But, you know, whatever. You can't tell that to some people. Let's see. Tricom says he hit you with those sumo slaps. Yeah, the sumo slaps and the, you know, the charge thing where he flies to the air and just certain timing of certain things. Yeah, unfortunately. E-Honda is like my nemesis because of that. Ignowski is admirable, good vibes, totally agree. Well, like I said, what else can you really do, man? I mean, you got to make that decision and do that. Let me know if you're interested in receiving a Commodore 64 Mini, bro. Wow. Thank you for that. Like I said, I am interested in the console, but what I would probably want to do at some point is buy a real one. I thank you very much for that. I'm not dismissing that. That's awesome. But yeah, I'm not, let's not do that. But thank you very much for that. That's really cool of you to offer that. I have all Commodore 64s on USB as well. Well, that's cool too. Yeah, I got to look more into the console. I got to learn, or the computer, excuse me. It's a computer. Yeah, it's easy to call it a console because of the way it does, you know, things. But yeah, it's a computer, bro. It's a computer. Thank you very much, Ignowski. I appreciate you. Dawson. Oh, wow. He's going to kick my ass because I'm thinking about the Commodore 64. There we go. Oh, no. He's giving me the noogies. Boom shakalaka. No worries, I have a Commodore 64 Maxi now. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I only, you know, the 8-bit computers are fascinating. 16-bit computers also, like the Atari ST and stuff like that, the Amiga. I don't have a lot of experience with the older like, I never owned a Commodore 64. I never had Atari ST. I do have an XEGS, which is nice. I really like that. I used to have Apple computer back in the day, and I still dream of picking up an Apple II GS at some point, although that's a whole freaking thing to itself. Commodore 64, that's another one that I'm curious about. There's several of these computers that have me very curious, for sure. Tricom says the Commodore 64 was cool. My stepbrother had one. I wish they would release an Apple II Mini. Dude. Yeah. Yeah. Apple II, man. Come on. Oh yeah. Oh my.
You win.
You had a 2C? Oh yeah. We had a we had a generic Apple II. It was called the Laser 128. It was an like a clone Apple IIe. That's what we had. It was actually a pretty cool computer. Well, if you're just gonna walk into my fireball, I'll take it. That'll work. Chris, you had a laser 128 as well? Oh, wow. Yeah, it was pretty cool, right? It had like a built-in floppy disk, the big floppy disk on the side. It had a handle on the back, so it was like supposedly to where you could transport it, but nobody transported that thing. Yeah, it was pretty cool. We couldn't afford a name brand Apple II. Those were expensive back then. But the 128 was good. Before that, I had a Franklin Apple II Plus. Oh, wow. Trackum says, that was my first experience pirating games. Yeah, we used to be part of a club where we would get discs in the mail. And you were like renting, quote unquote, the discs. Oh no, it's E-Honda. It's E-Honda. Yeah. This is our, you can sell already, this is not going well. We would get these discs in the mail and we would copy them. That was in the 80s, man. Plus we did a whole lot of shareware, you know? Which, I guess that still was considered shareware in a way, but look at this guy. Alright, I gotta concentrate for a second. Give me just a second here. I'm not gonna let this guy beat me. I'm gonna try not to. Damn it. You bastard. You bastard. There we go. I gotta beat him one more round. Because I lost the first one because I can't do two things at the same time. Give me just a second, guys. Used to hook up my Apple TV. Oh yeah, that's how we did it. We didn't have a monitor for our Apple. We just had a TV. Yeah. Yeah. Tricom, I used to buy bootleg games at the flea market. Oh, yeah, we did that too. I remember that. Yeah. My mom used to run a booth at a flea market. She would sell like little knickknacks and stuff. So we spent a lot of time at flea markets back then. Oh, you jerk. Come on, I gotta concentrate again. Wow, I'm almost dead. Come on. Can't lose. I don't care. I'll throw fireballs all day. I'm not losing. Okay, we got him. Hate that dude. Let's see. I used to buy bootleg. Oh, I already read that. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, now time for Blanca.
Round one, fight.
I gotta say, the artwork for Street Fighter 2 does look way better on a CRT. It's designed to just have, because of the way the CRT works, it adds a lot more detail to the characters and stuff. Wow, that was close. I was hitting the wrong buttons.
You win.
My Apple Scribe dot matrix was the loudest printer I've ever owned. Oh, dude, the print shop banners. Yes. Oh my God, the printing. Good times. Ah, get off me. Oh man, really? Come on, get off me. Ah, damn it. I'm almost dead. Oh boy, am I gonna screw this up? Come on. Yeah, oh, that was close. That was really close. That was super close. I barely even have any life. Look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ignowski says, new article, 10 hardest 80s retro games of all time ranked by difficulty. Metroid is an amazing, Castlevania, Alter Beast, Mega. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's funny they call this guy Balrog in the United States. The name changes are funny on Street Fighter 2. Have they changed? Like, do they still stick to that different name on the Japanese versions of the new Street Fighters? Or have they just decided to go with one or the other now? Just calling them the Western versions or whatever. I don't know the answer to that. I'm just wondering if you guys know. Good God. I can't believe I just lost a freaking quote-unquote M. Bison. I cannot concentrate and think and talk and... Alright, hang on. Let me fight this guy. Oh boy, really? Really, dude? Really, dude? Come on. Wow, that was close. That was close. Why am I having such a hard time with him? Holy crap. Normally he's just like nothing. Holy crap. Come on, dude. Okay. I got him. Let's see. Saboteur. He says, my entire Street Fighter 2 strategy is to get close with Blanca and use electricity. And that's all I got. You know what? If it works, it works. Oh boy. I'm going to screw this up. I always screw this up. See? I knew it. I always miss at least one. Sometimes I'll get all of them, but it's very rare. I always miss at least one. Damn. Oh well. Ignowski, remember the ASCII naked ladies dot matrix printouts? Maybe I remember that. Maybe. Vega. Oh, this time he's Balrog. I forget. See, that's what I'm saying. The names are all weird. Chris Courage, we make fun of those printers, but man, they never ran out of ink. I used to print for at least 8 years. Always had it. Yeah. Dot matrix printers got the job done. But dude, yeah, they were loud as hell. Ignowski, Contra, Ninja Turtles, Ninja Gaiden, Double Dragon, Dragon's Lair. Yes, Golden. All of those are difficult games. Absolutely. Sometimes he will give me trouble, and sometimes he won't. Ouch. Ah, I didn't do it. God dang it. There he goes with his stuff. And he's doing it again. Damn it. Damn it. Get me.
Round 2, fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Ah, damn it. Damn it, I did the wrong thing. Oh, I timed it totally wrong. Totally wrong. Yeah. Okay, one more. Final round. This could go either way, guys. What's your go-to top 3 in television for quick play? What is longer? Oh, okay. That's a good question. Give me a second. Let me see if I can beat Vega here. Or whatever his name is. Balrog. On here. I can't think and play at the same time. I know myself. Know thyself. Damn it. Got him. Got him. Okay. Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so let me go back and think. Top 3 in television for quick play, and then ones I put more time in. Well, I think some of those are going to be the same thing. Astro Smash, I can do for a little bit or for a while. I can do either one. Space Armada, same thing. Night Stalker. Oh man. Damn. I don't know. I have to think about that. It's a good question. Damn it. Urgh. Damn you, Bob Saget. Sagat. Come on. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Oh, he got me. God dang. That was close. That was close. Crap. Cramp. Cramp. Oh, I didn't realize that was 2 rounds he beat me. Crap. I wouldn't even... See, that's how little I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. Alright. I'll try this other outfit. See if the different clothes helps. Oh, wow.
Hadouken! Tiger! Hadouken! Tiger! 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 Hadouken! 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 Tiger! Tiger! Hadouken! Tiger! 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 Hadouken! Tiger! 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 Hadouken! Tiger!
Come on, dude.
Tiger! Tiger! Tiger!
Damn, that was close.
Hadouken! Tiger! Tiger!
There we go. One more. One more.
You win!
What's up, Ray? How you doing, Ray? What is up?
Round two!
Yeah, you have a good day too, man. All right, hang on. Let me catch up in the chat. Ignowski, oh, I'm willing to buy all the networking servers, nostalgia servers, so we can all play in television online via PC emulators on each side with versus a friend. I asked Papa, Casey. No one wants to commit and work it. Wow. Seems like that would be pretty involved, but that's an intriguing concept. No, that's a lot of money, dude. $6,000. Wow. It is an intriguing concept, but that's a lot of money. I don't think it would have to take that kind of money. There's a way to do it. There's a way it could be done. Noski, I like the show Lost. It's the good kids and others shame. I'll have to go swim. Okay. Well, thanks for coming by, Ignoski. I very much appreciate you being here. Thank you again for the donation earlier. That's very much appreciated. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's see if we can beat Sagat.
Hadouken! 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 Tiger! Tiger!
Ah, I shouldn't have tried.
Tiger! 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 Tiger!
Ah, come on, do the move.
Tiger! 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 Tiger!
Got him.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
There we go. Hell yeah. Saboteur, sorry I've been bouncing in and out. Is this game you're playing tonight, or are you bouncing around between multiple games? I'm just trying to play through Street Fighter 2 Turbo here. It's the only game I'm playing. I got about 20, 30 more minutes before I have to leave for work, so I'm just trying to see if I can... Vega. Look at that. That's weird. I have to knock out M. Bison or Vega, whatever. I don't know if I can, though. Sometimes he gives me a lot of trouble. Like right now, I can tell it's not going to be good. There's a trick to him on the first Street Fighter 2 for Super Nintendo. You just jump and kick. Sometimes it'll work on this. Sometimes it doesn't. Wow, I'm surprised that worked. I'm very surprised. Tricone 79 with the Hadouken and the fire. Fire!
Round two! Fight!
Hell's bells. Raul Julia, one of the greatest actors ever. I loved him as Gomez in Addams Family, those two movies. And of course, legendary performance of M. Bison in the Street Fighter movie. Terrible movie, but Raul Julia, amazing. Wow. Somehow I managed to pull victory out of the jaws of defeat. I don't know how, but I did. There we go. There's no Akuma. So, yeah, that's it. It's not going to give me the best ending because I didn't do it on a high difficulty and I lost at some point. So if you get through the whole thing without losing at a high difficulty, you get better endings. So, but it's fine. It's an acceptable ending. Good morning, Mike Wolf. The wolf is among us. Saboteur says, I'm a Sega guy, so the Genesis version is the one I had the most experience with. So much fun for 2 players. Absolutely. Drunky Cheese, Raul Julia was my father. He's my father. My father. Wow, I'm imagining Evil with a Empire Strikes Back moment with Raw Julia. Yeah, I don't know. That would be pretty wild. Yeah. Thanks for playing. Yeah, we don't get a real amazing ending here, but we do get an ending. No end credits. It is what it is. Still, I mean, I could increase the difficulty and try to get a better ending. Of course, I don't have time to do it today, but yeah. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, awesome. I'll tell you what, since I have a little bit of time, not a whole lot of time, but I do have a little bit, we can check out the PC Engine one just to get a direct comparison on here. You've had some time to kind of breathe in the Super Nintendo version of Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So, let's fire up the PC Engine, or the Super Graphics. Check this out. Da-da-da. Okay. There we go. And you can tell the music's not as good. And there are some missing stuff in the background and stuff like that. But graphically, it's as good as the Super Nintendo one. It's, I mean, like I said, except for the missing stuff in the background and stuff. Color-wise, it's very nice.
Round one, fight!
And there's no parallaxing or whatever in the background for this. Not really parallax. What is it? Multi-level scrolling? Yeah. Just imagine a Super CD or arcade CD version of this on the PC Engine. Now that would have been something really special. That would have been, you could have done everything. It could have been the best version by far. Salvador says, I'm a Sega guy, so the Genesis version is the one. Oh, I already read that. Why am I reading that again? Damn it. Reading it again. Now there's a hacked version for the Genesis that has way better color, way better sound, like samples and music and everything. If you want, we can take a quick look at that. I got a little bit of time, but I just wanted to kind of show you a little. Here's the PC Engine one. Yeah, it doesn't have all the background stuff happening here. Still very nice. All right, I'm gonna fire up that special Genesis version and we can take a look at that. Hang on. Where'd I put that Genesis controller? I had it over here. Oh, all right. All right, let's see if we can find it. Where did I put it? Hacks and Homebrew, maybe? Wrong button. Let's see. No, I don't think it's in this folder. Maybe it's in this one. Yeah. Okay. That might be it. Remastered. I thought there was a one that I did that has the remastered and is with the better sound. Let me see. Special Champion Edition. That's the regular version. Hang on, hang on. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, yes. Who are you? Stop it. I'm a cop, you idiot. Oh, maybe it's in this one. Yeah, there it is. Sound and remastered. It's got two different hacks on it. A sound hack and graphical overhaul. Yeah. Let's check this out. Pretty wild upgrade for the Genesis version. Cranibal joins the chat. Pluck guy is here. Oh, wow. Yes, thank you, Pyron, for your hard work putting this together. And he even put the animation sequence at the beginning. Does the Genesis Champion Edition have that? It might have that on it. I can't remember. This section right here. Yeah, because you don't see that on the Super Nintendo one. Or the PC Engine one. You can tell the sound is improved, the music's improved, and the graphics are going to be way improved on this version. I'm just going to play it a little bit because I want to. Alright. We'll do the same thing that we did on the Super Nintendo. We'll do that one. It has this hyper version here, so. And I'm not changing any buttons, so hopefully the buttons are set up properly.
Round one, fight! Hadouken! 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 You win! Perfect!
Pretty good version.
Round two, fight! Hadouken! 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 You win!
Oh yeah.
USA! Round one, fight! Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Wow, he's gonna walk into me, huh? All right.
You win! Perfect!
I still would say
Round two,
I like the Super Nintendo one, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, as my favorite 16-bit version. But this version, especially on the Genesis, this version of it is really, really good.
Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Ow.
Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Hadouken! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Hadouken! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Hadouken!
Boom shakalaka.
You
Shuriken.
win.
Dude, do you remember what it was like when Street Fighter 2 first came out and you would see it at an arcade or at a grocery store or convenience store or someplace, and you would just stop and watch other people play and try to wait for your chance to play, get there with your friends and hang out and just play Street Fighter 2 all the time. Obsessed. Oh my God, we were so obsessed with Street Fighter 2. You know, I can remember friends of mine that you had Sega Genesis consoles and would have always had Genesis until Street Fighter 2 came out in Super Nintendo, and then bought a Super Nintendo just because Street Fighter 2 came out on Super Nintendo. Yeah, what a cool time, man. That was a really cool time. Now, Street Fighter 2, the first one on Super Nintendo, is not perfect, you know, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Where did I put the remote for the thing? I had it a second ago. I keep misplacing it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So turn that off. Turn that off. Go back to our Super Nintendo. I'm gonna just throw on the original one real quick, just as a comparison. Just regular Street Fighter 2. Once upon a time, when this thing came out, we couldn't believe it was on a home console. We just couldn't believe it. It was such a big deal. Let's see. Drunky Cheese says, we leave some impact in people when we stream. I learned through the years I just wanted to play games. Thanks for your friendship, Cyrus. Dude, Evil, you're a good friend of mine, a great friend of mine. You know, I love hanging out with you, talking with you. I always will. You've had a huge impact on me, and I greatly appreciate you. So thank you for saying that. Thank you, sir. You know, Evil's a really good guy, and I love watching your streams. You're hilarious, by the way. You're very funny. Granable, is it me, or it seems to be better? Is it me, or it seems to be better the Super Nintendo version? You mean the Genesis one we were looking at a second ago? Well, it's got a lot of work done to it. It's a hacked version of the Genesis, so it's been enhanced graphically, sound, music. It's a lot better than the regular one, so it's really good. Tricom says, hell yes, what a time. From Street Fighter 2 to Tekken. Oh my god, yes. And Virtua Fighter, dude. Yeah. Hell yeah. The arcade fighter sweet spot, yeah. Virtua Fighter 2 on Saturn. When I got that on Saturn, I was like, I took that everywhere and showed it to all my friends. So yeah, I mean, this is the regular Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo. It's not perfect, but it's pretty damn good, you know? And it was a year later before they finally brought it out on Genesis. They brought the Champion Edition out, and then they brought out Street Fighter 2 Turbo on Super Nintendo. So this was the only one for a year on home consoles. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Crandall says, any of you got to play the latest Capcom Fighting Collection? You know what? I haven't. The last couple of collections like that I bought, there was a Street Fighter 30th Anniversary collection that I bought, and it was nice, except it was incredibly difficult. I don't know why it was so hard. I don't even think the real arcade versions are as hard as the versions they have in that. And I think those are arcade versions, but the difficulty is super high on those. So I don't know what, maybe there's some input lag or something. I really don't know. So I kind of fell away from those collections. So I don't know. I don't know if the new fighting collection is better as far as that's concerned, but I'd be curious about that myself. Tricom Toshinden, dude, Battle Arena Toshinden, man. I still remember those commercials when they were advertising the PlayStation. Enos lives, you are not ready. We played the shit out of Battle Arena Toshinden, man. I love that game. I don't care what anybody says. People say nowadays, oh, that game's crap. And I'm like, nah, man. At the time, Battle Arena Toshinden was badass. It was freaking awesome. There had never been a game that I ever played where you had that 3D mechanic where you could roll around the sides and stuff. It was really cool. And, of course, Tekken was awesome, too. But yeah. Guys, I'm gonna have to go, unfortunately. It is raining here and I gotta go to work. So it's been fun hanging out with you, playing some Street Fighter 2. There'll definitely be a lot more Super Nintendo stuff coming to this channel because I'm getting some cartridges in that, like I said, nothing crazy, just stuff that I always wanted to have and never bought. So yeah, there'll be more of that coming over the weekend. We also have a Super Duper Retro show coming Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. Central. We're going to be playing Night Stalker. It's going to be me, PJ, and Casey, and maybe someone else if somebody else shows up. DJC, maybe. We'll see. He's busy. I don't know. But yeah, Saturday night, Night Stalker, original Intellivision. We're going to see who can kill the most robots and avoid the most bats. Probably not going to be me, but we'll see how it goes. We're going to have some fun. So, good day to you, sir. Good day to you, Mike Wolf. Thank you, sir. Drug and Cheese. No, don't go. I'll be alone with my thoughts. I'll be with you in your thoughts. Evil. Always. I didn't have to go, dude. I'm sorry. But thanks for hanging out, guys. Evil, Mike Wolf, Tricomb79, Chris Courage, the man, the myth, the legend, Chris Courage, Cranable. Did I say Drunky Cheese? I'll keep saying Drunky Cheese. I will keep saying your name, Evil. Salvatore, Cranable, Agnoski, obviously. We want to thank Agnoski. Ray stopped by. Ray Andrew, thank you for being here, Ray. I hope to see more of you, Ray. You're awesome. Good friend of mine. Who else was here? I'm probably missing people. Bassarino was here earlier. Yeah, if I missed you, you have my deepest condolences. I'm a terrible, terrible person. But I greatly appreciate you. Mike says Night Stalker sounds like a serial killer. It was a serial killer, but that's not what the game was about. It disconnected. They're not related. Anyway, Cranable, have a great day. Yes, everybody be good. Be safe if you have to drive and it's bad weather, which it probably is here. But more stuff coming soon. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day and game on. Play some fun games, Street Fighter, something else. Have some fun. You guys be good. Bye-bye.